This is Ashley Gosweiler for PAD 747, Professor Adam Want's class, introducing the individual research project, topic being the effect of computer technology on work productivity. The focus will begin with computers in general, the introduction of them in mostly government organizations, and the effect that basic applications like Excel, PowerPoint, Word, general applications and how they affect work productivity by just making tasks easier, from typing to presentations, issues like that. The second thing that will be addressed are individual programs for different organizations. For example, the New York State Attorney General's office will be discussed in great deal. I worked there for a period of time, so I have personal input on the way computers have affected the agency. SPSS, RC9U, CCUS have all been programs that have been implemented in the New York State Attorney General's office. Currently, according to an employee, the collection specialists for the agency used to collect approximately $4 million monthly, and with the implementation of a new program, they're down to $500,000 monthly in collection. This program has been discussed as confusing. They haven't had adequate training. All of the employees are resistant to it. It's to the point where they are so frustrated with this new program that the work's just not getting done, which is unfortunate coming from $4 million monthly. The internet will also be addressed as far as what sites employees are able to go on throughout their day and how it's affecting their work productivity. For example, sites like Facebook, Twitter, MySpace have proven to be a distraction in a lot of agencies. The employees are on these sites, they're not doing their work. I personally saw an employee on Facebook for about 3/4 of her day with no regulation whatsoever, no restrictions on her computer, no probation. She just doesn't do the work. She's surfing the internet, she's on Facebook, and there just doesn't seem to be any consequences for these kinds of actions, which is completely decreasing work productivity in this particular agency. If the internet is allowed in a government agency, or any agency for that matter, restrictions need to be placed on what sites they can and cannot have access to. However, this is going to be tricky in certain organizations where the internet and social networking sites are going to need to be taken advantage of for issues of learning about communications, marketing, any kind of employment like that. These employees are going to need to go on these social networking sites for their job, for purposes of their job, and so you can't place restrictions on everything, but discretion needs to be used throughout all different organizations. It can't just be a free-for-all, everyone having access to every site. It's not going to work, and it's going to decrease productivity, and several reports have shown this, which will be discussed throughout the research project. Personality traits were also a huge issue. Personality traits and demographics were a huge issue with whether or not computer technology has been seen as a positive or negative program in an office. Younger people and people who have had access to the internet on a personal level in their homes seem to be more adequate to be able to use these programs, and they seem to take advantage of these programs, and their work productivity seems to be increasing, while people who are resistant to change and completely closed off, not willing to be an adapter, their results have been extremely negative with whether or not their work productivity has been increasing. For example, the Attorney General's office, again, from $4 million to $500,000 monthly, organizations just can't afford to have that happen, and if computer programs are going to continue to be implemented, there's going to have to be adequate training, proper training, and you're going to have employees that are willing to take advantage of these new programs, because with every new program comes new opportunity, and if you don't have employees that are willing to take advantage of that, work productivity is going to continue to decrease. I'm looking forward to finding more research about this topic, and hopefully recommendations can be made for different organizations with whether or not work productivity has been on the rise or decrease because of these computers. Thank you.